Alright, guys. Let me get the Civ draft and everything loaded up here, and we will get everything. Oh. My apologies. It was loud. It was not on purpose. Misclick. Fatal misclick, as usual. Nonetheless. Maps and Civ Draft up on the screen for you. El Matador will have Monkey Lanes. Weber will have Monkey Arena. El Matador has Turks, Lithuanians, Malians, and Huns. Weber will have Bohemians, Mayans, Franks, and Poles. So going to be interesting. Pleb Chariots rooting for Weber. Weber is the lower seed here. Spoilers incoming. El Matador is seed 4. Weber is seed 20. So he will need all of our vote or all of our help to hope for him to win this set here. And the winner will actually face off against Eli, who just won the previous set we just finished casting. GG's. But let's not waste any time. Let's dive in to the next set. Jungle Arabia. Loading in here, El Matador and Weber. Game 1. Available for you here. Weber is the low seed. El Matador, the high seed. Color appropriate matchup. There we go. And we will see Mayans from Weber. No surprise there. Against Malians, which is sort of a counter, I feel like, to Mayans. El Matador, I like the choice. Where's the Manta when you need him to scream about the Malians? Nonetheless, should be a fun game number 1 here. I feel like Mayans are terrible against Malians. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Obviously, if it goes late game, Champ Scarls. Just Champ Scarls. It's really nothing else to say. Champ Scarls, I feel like win this matchup if it gets to the late game. Even in the earlier game, it's gonna be difficult. Weber, we'll have to see if he can put the foot on the gas and get some damage in before things spiral into a weird way. Obviously, both players do get Arbalest, but we don't have Bracer for Malians, which can be quite devastating in the late game. So, not likely to continue with that. Plus, you have Farimba Cav with Malians. So, that is also extremely nice, especially for raiding those Hussars in late game. Something we may see from them. We'll have to wait and see, though. Obviously, it's early. We have to make it to that stage first, but I really think Malians, a civ that we may see picked more frequently here to counter Mayans. Actually was wondering if someone was so confident that they would pick Goth to counter Mayans as well. But have to wait and see. Loom going to be coming in here now from Weber. He does have the food for another town center, but wants to bring in Loom, so I can't really disagree with. It's fine time. No idle TC. He was lacking it, I believe. El Matador. His map looking fairly nice here for him. If he can secure the edges here, can have a very safe map. Looks like he's going to try to secure that stone as part of his wall. On the other side here, Weber kind of in a similar position, but this gold is a little bit awkward. Feels kind of open too, compared to the map here for El Matador. Both players, all players this level, pushing in the deer here, making it look oh so simple, oh so clean, which is always very good to see here. Lots of food under the town center for Weber. I feel like he doesn't have enough vills in here to take it all, to be honest. He's going to bring the boar in as well. Boar will be finishing up in a good time, though. On the other side, the hunt is in. A boar has been brought in. He has a sheep out here. I don't know if that was a misclick, but it could have just been to try to block as well. He will use it to block, which is an excellent move. Save the HP on your Vil. Boar goes down. Last deer being pushed here for Weber. Nothing too exciting yet. We do have the monkey forward for El Matador, though. He only pushed in a few of his hunt. He will prioritize finding his opponent's base. Sorry about that, guys. The silence there. Mic kind of fell. So hopefully everything sounds okay. Please let me know if that is the case or not. Feudal Age on the way for both players. Will be a little bit faster for Weber, who goes straight to gold. I think we will have a straight archers play here from Weber. We will have militia on the other side, likely to turn those into men-at-arms. Barracks is on its way up for Weber. Well, it will be men-at-arms, I believe, as the militia head forward. The barracks is just now going up. Archery range placed here on the front. Men-at-arms won't be in time to deal with this. And the wolves are actually going to take some significant HP off of these units, probably, which is not great. Monkey will come back and will help to assist with this. But ultimately, that does hurt, losing a good bit of HP here. Alright, so archers will be produced, but this will push Weber off of berries here. He's not able to quick wall this. Instead, he will just run. If he would have garrisoned the TC, he might have got a good hit or two. But ultimately, he should be fine. He's going to try to wall this up a little bit out back here. If he drops a few more foundations, he'll be in a much better position to hold this. And he will do just that. But Vils are back on the berries. A quick wall does come in here. And looks like the quick wall comes up just fine. So the berries will be safe for the time being, and we do have archers on their way over. Will be a blacksmith coming down next, which is a fine idea. And we will start to see an archer switch behind this. Yeah, we already have the range out. Gonna have a blacksmith out. Monkey here sees it from Weber. He is chasing it. Military is better for El Matador here. I really like what El Matador has done by going Malians here, though. I think it's a great move. I really do, actually. I don't think Mayans can beat Malians unless there's some sort of catastrophic upset here for the civs. Or the economy for El Matador gets wrecked somehow. Something along those lines, honestly. El Matador doing a great job getting a lot of damage in with those men-at-arms there. An eagle is out here. There is a monkey and one man-at-arms remaining here. I think we saw El Matador play Malians in game 1 of his previous set as well. So, could be interesting. We'll have to watch and see if that trend continues, if he is to move on here. Obviously, have to see if Weber says otherwise. But I really think Malians are an underrated civilization, especially in a tournament setting where you are drafting and you know Arabia is game 1. Weber does have the military lead at the moment. He has skirmishers out, he has an eagle out, a few archers mixed in as well. All in all, things are looking pretty good. Better upgrades for El Matador behind this. And here, just going to have a little bit of a micro battle. El Matador getting the better of the exchanges, does have the defense on these units as well. Skirmishers will have to turn and run. Economy looking solid for both players here. Idle TC time is relatively similar. Another range will come down here for Weber. Wheelbarrow and horse collar for El Matador, and we only have double bid axe for Weber. Military is here. It is kind of stuck in between these two armies here now. Eagle is running in, but ultimately not a terrible exchange. He's going to get out of here with most of this. Obviously lost more than he would have liked, I'm certain, but should be happy to get away with any of it. Might even get the monkey out of the deal, which is always a plus to get rid of that. His monkey over here hanging out as well. Castle Age coming in quick here. Market coming up here now for Weber. Be very interesting to see what he goes for. I think he's probably going to try to go for a 2 TC play. It seems to be what we're seeing as of late. 2 TCs and then shifting into more TCs later on. Step faster, not having access to those berries for quite some time as well. Very, very good play. Archers run home behind this. Castle Age click comes in here for El Matador. We will have gold mining upgrade plus padded archer armor coming in here for Weber. So he plans to stick with the archers here and or the skirmishers, which makes a lot of sense, I think. All in all, we're going to Castle Age. Behind this, we'll see. I think we're just going to have... Alright, looks like it's going to continue archers. But we have a stable coming in, a double stable play coming in now behind this. Interesting, he's still making archers if he's going double stable. But, you know, maybe he's going to add light cav? Because he's seeing a lot of skirms and didn't see many archers last time he was over here. +1 defense, gold mining coming in. Wheelbarrow, and he has both eco upgrades. So his economy is definitely better, and he's only 1 vil down at this point. Bloodlines, +1 armor coming in, so skill barding armor will be very interesting here as Weber is going to push back his opponent. We'll have crossbow, not a lot of them, but we'll still have them. No knights in production just yet. Bloodlines is in. Castle Age is in. Knights, and he will get crossbow, buttkin, and bowsaw as well. These skirmishers will probably melt here as they approach these archers, and yeah, they get in a little bit close. Skirmishers and eagle will go down here. On this side, some crossbows coming across. Second TC is going to be coming up there for El Matador. Should be in time. Knights out on the field, only +1 defense. Good market foundations position. And if Weber's not careful, his whole military will get trapped back here. He does have ballistics in already, though. University came down. No additional TCs for Weber. We'll have just 2 TCs here for El Matador. It's a great fight for Weber. He's going to dance around. He's going to try to avoid getting hit with ballistics. We'll start to take some shots at the knights here, which is also good. Ballistics already in, so will be easier to take care of here. And honestly, if he can kill these knights with the archers and the skirms he's already killed, I'm certain he'll be very happy with that position. Looks like he will give up on it here, which is understandable. Overall, things are looking fairly even, but Weber has a ton of res in the bank and has a defensive siege workshop. Doesn't really have a lot of military on the field. Neither does El Matador, but his economy for Weber is so much nicer, it's not even right. Third town center going to be coming down here for El Matador, as he knows he's ahead here. Well, he thinks he's ahead here. It's actually fairly close. There's a few villagers difference. And I guess he does have wheelbarrow and he has bow saw, so it is quite the economical difference. All in all, the attack has come forward. This will keep Weber at home unless he tries to counterattack. Good attack ground there. I wouldn't be surprised if El Matador just keeps pumping out knights here, just booms behind this and tries to keep map control. Do have 8 on stone here for Weber, so a castle for him could be very nice, especially up here on this gold. That could be very important here. Crossbows will come and they will find one villager pickoff, and that is about it. Knights continue to search for a weak spot, which don't know if there is one, to be honest. Forwards-ish siege workshop is kind of in between, but that is a nice forward spot. If you can secure that, it is on this little bit of a hill. Not much of one, but still. Crossbow's going to come over. Both sides. Don't know if this is a great thing here. These crossbows will need microed heavily to survive. Siege Workshop, Knights are forward. Mangonel is still here. We'll clean up all but one skirmisher now. All things considered, it's looking like it's starting to run in El Matador's direction here, as he's got quite the villager advantage. 3 TCs, even adding a 4th town center here. He is producing out of all of them, which is good. Things are looking very, very good for him. It soon has some siege here. Crossbow army. Oh, this crossbow army could get smashed. 3 directions knights are coming in here. Mangonel as well. Looks like they will dive in after all. Saving the low HP ones, though, is nice. Can you just heal those back up? Mangonel, ground attack, it looks like. Not going to get the job done. Might and probably will get another shot off if needed. Doesn't look like it will be needed. Things are looking tight here. Let's see, he just sold wood and stone. Maybe he's going to try to go up to the next stage. Looks like he's going to actually put a castle down in front of those. Let's see what the timing is here. Let's see if this castle will go up. There are 2 mangonels here. There are a small number of crossbows. There's a few monks rolling around, or about to be rolling around. Don't think this went noticed. Yeah, he did not notice it. He is going to turn around. It will probably be too late. This castle, I think, might go up, although the knights are diving right across. So they actually might deny this castle, and he will abandon it, actually. Lots of ills went down in that one there, but El Matador gonna back up, knows that can go up. Siege is on the field. Wheelbarrow, and we have Town Watch coming in for Weber, so he wants to see a little bit farther and wants his economy to be running a little bit more smoothly. +2 on these knights now, which will be very nice. Knights on their march forward. We also have Heavy Plow on its way in. And he's going to go right back to this barracks he attacked earlier. Trying to break in here. Monk and crossbows here to answer that, though. All things considered, El Matador kind of running away with this one. Weber is on his way to the Imperial Age, but for, what, Arbalest? I think isn't the greatest thing against Arb, but also not the worst thing. Yeah, and the ground attacks, split micro, mangonels will die. Monk conversions will try to come in here. I think he did end up getting 2 of them. But all in all, he's going to have to retreat back to his castle. +2 is in here, and oh, El Matador is just gonna dive. This is painful. Look at the villager count. Look at the idle vills. Castle goes up. Plumed archers are the next choice here. Weber went Imperial Age, but did not have the military numbers to defend, it looks like. More and more of a lead El Matador will take here, as he's already miles ahead. If he sold wood, he could easily be up to the next age as well. Another town center attempt to be built out here. Lots and lots of vills going down. Oh my goodness, 24-0 Eco KD. It's looking like that was probably a good GG moment. Maybe when Im comes in, we'll see El Matador react and actually go to the market here. Behind this, El Matador, booming freely, has a very nice base. 55 farms on the screen there. Stable will be his next move. His castle might be denied, actually. Not much military here. Bracer and Arbalest are coming in, but it might actually be too late. This castle will go up. Imperial Age click has come in here for El Matador as well. The knights will dive on these archers and pick off a few more of them. Oh, and that was a beautiful delete there. I think that was El Matador, as I see yellow there. But all things considered, the economic advantage is over double right now. Weber is in a bad way, and his economy is mostly food-based as far as what's staved up in his bank. Knights will head around this direction. Still 2 minutes out from the next age. Oh, there's a hole. There's a hole. I don't think he's realized this. The Knights are in. Weber will lose more villas yet again. Farming economy going down. These two Knights have killed 5, 6 economic units here. Plumed archers are forward too, trying to do some damage. We'll find quite a bit of damage. There's a castle here, and there are a lot of knights coming over. And now Matador is trying to shift into Champscarls, it looks like. Just have to wait and see if that is in fact the case. As these plumed archers are all but surrounded here. If they get surrounded, it's definitely going to be GG. Even if they don't at this point, it's going to be GG, I think. Imperial Age on the way for El Matador, and his opponent, Weber, is teching into pikemen. Oh no. Meanwhile, we have long swords that will follow a two-handed swordsman and champions right after that. And we will have Farimba coming in here. All things considered, El Matador looks to have this game in hand here, as the plumed archer numbers have been depleted and ultimately will all be defeated here, it looks like, or at least most all of them. There's only one left. Nope, it's gone as well. Farimba has come in 7 plus 7, 10 plus 7. There are a few trebuchets here, guarded with some arbalests and a siege mangonel. Castle, I don't know if it will go down. I think if he waited and to save these numbers before Cavalier came in, it would have been a marvelous fight for him. But at this point, he doesn't even care. He said, screw it, I'm taking the fight. And he's gotten a good surround here. Trebuchets will take out the castle. Trebs will go down. Military is gone. Weber loses here. El Matador takes game number 1 here. And after that Imperial Age click, Weber just went down very quickly there. Very quickly. GG's. Alright. Let's load this up. Malians with the win. Mayans with the loss. We will go to Weber's home map, which will be Monkey Arena. And we will see what I imagine will be Turks versus Bohemians here. Don't think it'll be anything else. So let's not speculate too much. Let's dive in here to the game. So it will be Monkey Arena Game 2 here. Weber needs a win to hold on. El Matador wants a win to move one step closer here, as El Matador will actually have the Turks as predicted, but on the opposite side of Turks, we have the Poles for Weber. So he's going into Poles against Turks. It should be interesting. Turks have been, well, Turks and Bohemians have just been dominating on Arena here. That's really what we've seen the most from these guys. So let's see how things work out. But ultimately, I'm going to grab a quick drink while we enjoy some beautiful sounds of sheep getting slaughtered by Vils. One moment. Sounds loose, very juicy. Well, Hitch, we've seen a lot of Arena. Arabia being game 1. Next round for Eli, who's the only player who's advanced there, will be best of 5, and we will see more maps. So starting in the round of 8 will be best of 5. I believe it's best of 5 for the round 8, and then it goes to a best of 7. Well, certain that is how it is for the semifinals and the finals. So we will definitely see more maps. It's crazy to talk about. I mean, we still have round of 32 games being played, and these are round of 16 games that are also being played. Obviously, being as this is a tournament we cast from Rex, we can allow players some more time to play. Not my favorite thing in the world to do, but everyone has different circumstances in life, so is the way of the tournament, which has allowed for maybe some people to participate in this one that generally might not have been able to previously, which is always good. And so far, I can't complain. We've had a good turnout. We've had a lot of people show up here that are actually playing in the games, which is a bonus. I think El Matador actually followed me, like, I don't know, some point in time earlier today, because I got an email when I was checking that. Eli was here for his games earlier, which is awesome. I believe Eli is an American player as well, so this time zone kind of works out for him. Nonetheless, all good things. I'm really happy with this one so far. And maps will be more diverse coming soon. We have not seen much of a variety, though. You are right. It has been Banana Cove, Arena, Monkey Lanes, predominantly, with some Nomad picks, but I don't think we've really seen many Nomad games either. That's beautiful efficiency. Nonetheless, guys, we have an Arena game here. I know Arena is not the most entertaining thing to talk about, given the civilization choices. Turks, from what I have seen over the last 3 months of casting Arabia, fast imps into hand cannon Treb. We've also seen castles into janissaries, and then obviously we usually see like bombard cannon, stuff of that nature. 4 farms here for El Matador. This feels very fast imp to me. 4 farms at this point with Turks. We'll have to wait and see, but that's what it's looking like to me. On the other side here, our Poles player will be moving out to go to... Where are these villagers going? No foundations out here. They're technically still employed villagers. Interesting. We're going to see towers from Weber, who's not on stone. We're going to see towers. A Polish tower rush. He expects the fast Imperial, apparently. Alright, I like it. Now he will shift on to stone with 4 vills, it looks like. And this will be spotted here, most likely. He does see the vills building there. He loses his monkey, but he can guess it is going to be a tower. This is an excellent map for El Matador to be able to defend here. He will simply wall up behind this, let his opponent come in. He's going to be looking at a fairly promising uptime of his own, but he will shift onto stone, which is, I believe, the right move for him. Wall to the town center. Berries could get taken away. El Matador almost has enough, though. That's not really going to delay his castle age time all that much. This will have to do some more damage here. Oh, he's crawling the towers. Has no scouting whatsoever. And this will allow time for El Matador to get walls up behind this. And this tower rush from Weber, a nice choice, a nice option. But I don't know if it's going to do a whole lot here. Loom and Avil. Double Bid-X coming in as well. I like this tower. I think this is a fine idea here. Stone wall. Ooh, a tower there. Interesting. Castle Age getting closer and closer for El Matador. And this is where you have to worry for Weber here, who's going to have to start getting that economy up and running a little bit more efficiently. Taking 6 vills here is quite the number. Stone walling behind this even. Committing to it all very well. And actually a villager did go down there for El Matador. Tower got it, which is quite good. So Weber is doing some damage here. This villager here is going to lose some HP. With poles, though, will gain back that HP before long. All things considered, this has disrupted the build for El Matador, and he has had to produce some villagers. Was forced into a tower. Market going to be coming up here, as well as another tower in defense here for El Matador. So I really like this position. He's going to try to prevent his opponent from getting any closer into this operation. He's going to be getting close on stone. He might even just drop a castle at home here to clean things up, honestly. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to go elsewhere if his gold is denied. He does have this gold. We'll be adding a blacksmith. Probably going to add Botkin arrow, I would imagine. Pairs coming in on that here. Castle Age for El Matador. Yeah, and the economy behind this is just rough for Weber. 1.5 minutes of TC idle time, never going to be great at this stage in the game as compared to El Matador, who only has 8 seconds. El Matador is on stone with 7 vills. He's shifting onto that gold as well. It's going to be very rough for him to get up to the next age and not keep this forward position, which might be the only thing that Weber wants here, actually. He's going to be able to get to the next stage at a relatively competitive time here. We'll produce a house or a villager instead. Just waiting on the castle age, folks. We will have enough stone here, as Weber is going to have to drop it probably relatively safely here. Or maybe he'll drop it here even. I don't know. We'll have to see. He could go forward, I suppose. This isn't really stopping his gold. This is actually a good tower. I like how he's going to come in here and try to block even more of the gold, honestly. He needs to buy himself time. A Matador does drop the castle here on the front. So we'll clean up some towers. And actually, yeah, we have this being pulled back, which I think is the right move. Vills will retreat as well. This did buy a good amount of time here, though. And will continue to buy time, as his opponent, El Matador, will have to clean up some of this base area. Maybe he won't do it all, but he will probably at least get a few of these towers knocked out, and can actually rush that one down then, so it's not even that big of a deal. Vills are actually forward for Weber now. Or no, these forward vills are coming back. Sorry. Thought it was El Matador that had forward vills. I'm like, wait, he's already building a castle. What is this? Castle Age is about to drum in for Weber, who hasn't had the most worker efficiency, as he's down to 61% roughly compared to almost 80% to his opponent. Towers are going to get cleaned up here. All things considered, though, 37 villas to 34. El Matador is holding steadfast here. And Janissaries are the choice. So it will be Janissaries here. A second town center is now added from Weber. Wouldn't be too surprised if we see him add a third before too long. What do you do with poles in this position? Do you have to go for the cheap knight techs? I mean... I really don't know. Honestly, it feels like such a weird civilization choice yet again. There will be another town center coming up here for El Matador. So the villager lead... Still in El Matador's favor, but that will start to disappear here. Another town center number 2 actually being added over here. Janissaries will make pretty quick work of walls once they are massed. Oh, this tower. He's trying to rush down a tower. Lost a Vill here. Janissary is going to continue on this tower, and I think that is the right move. Force that tower to be built. Tower is taking out a Janissary, maybe even 2, which is not great. But Villager is taking these out, so the forward will be completely cleaned up. Janissary is going to sneak around to this gate and try to get in here as well. We'll see if that does in fact occur. And there's TC number 3. So we have 2 TCs. Weber has a little bit worse idle TC time. Janissaries are forward trying to do damage here. Another tower being built. I don't think Obuk is a good idea here, honestly. Against Janissary. Maybe if it was cavalry or camels from our Turk player. Although Obuk's serum is pretty good. And another one. Guard tower research did come in as well here. That's what I was thinking, Weasel. I don't know what else you go for here, honestly. Camels are really good here on the side of El Matador, though, as he will begin to bring in relics. Ooh, this is actually important. Relics are slowly but surely going in the way of our Turk player, who is also adding a 3rd and 4th town centers on the front. Yikes. Another relic will be collected over here for El Matador. He gets the majority of the relics. Will be quite difficult for Weber to compete late game. Discounted units are not gold, is still quite essential. Still has a lot of it here in his base, does Weber, but there's only 1 gold not being taken right now. I think it's going to be 5 relics to none. Guard tower forced in here. It's just going to be a faster imp here, as El Matador is just going to buy food. He might even come forward for another castle. It would be fine as well, I think, for him. Come forward, drop a castle over here to prevent the expansion on res, or over here to prevent that expansion. Yeah. I think behind this economy is light. But it's even right at the moment. Weber is doing a fine job to stay adequate. He added his 3rd town center as well. He will try to go ahead and castle this, which I think is a fine choice. But the Janissaries could say something otherwise. Have to wait and see. Castle on this side to protect the gold and stone here as well. And that will be relic number 5 coming in here. So El Matador with that possibility here soon. A market followed with a castle foundation that is yet to be built. These units have been marching all over the place here. It's really awkward. Yeah, idle CC time for Weber, but he did go forward and was trying to do a lot of damage. This is painful. I'm going to lose. Oh, I get away. Oh. Imperial Age for El Matador. We will see bombard cannons, no question. Having control of all of that gold. Looks like maybe we're going to switch into hand cannon and bombard cannon. Which does make a lot of sense. It's hard to produce. Forward siege here that he needs without getting things up. And Weber is getting close to clicking up, but bombard cannon for Poles, not really the greatest against Turks there. As it's actually going to be Cav archers. Interesting choice. No military say for one HP monkey right now. Imperial Age is in. There is the siege workshop. So it will be Cav archers with the whatever this upgrade is. So these Cav archers will get more HP. That's what it is. Bloodline's also not in yet either, so these aren't fully upgraded by any means. Bombard cannon on the loose. Imperial Age, a few minutes behind here for Weber, and he is floating a ton of res right now. Is it 20 HP, I believe? It is 20 HP. I don't know if Weber knows what to do here, honestly. Elite Skirm, not bad, but not that great either. They're trash. Bombard cannon is forward here. Ballistics, and we have skirms and leather archer armor coming in here for Weber. These Cav archers will now have 90 HP as soon as Bloodlines is completed, which is going to be quite a good thing here for the Cav archers. This castle is under heavy repair as 2 bombard cannons will slowly start to try to chip away the HP here. And we also have masonry coming in for Weber right away. But bombard cannons continue to come out. There's next to no military. There's only 3 on the map right now. But there's a lot of skirmishers in queue. El Matador getting ballistics and bracer now, which is huge. This castle will stand no chance soon. 3 bombard cannons taking it down ever so quickly, and we have more bombard cannons on their way out. There's a 4th already. All this freshly built construction here for production will do very little, next to nothing. And one more volley and the bombard cannons take it out, potentially. But not going to be able to get that last shot off. Needs to pull back here. Cav archers could go kill this castle, honestly. That's how low HP it is. Only 9 HP. Heavy CA on its way in. Castle goes down. Skirmishers is the entire army here. Is not really what you want to see against Turk cav archers. That extra 20 HP. They're up to 90 HP. Just huge. Production buildings will go down here. Heavy CA on it already in. Parthenian tactics on its way up as well. And unfortunately for Weber, skirmisher just not the option, man. It's so hard to hold this position. El Matador again with a bit of an overboom, perhaps. See his howls here. But he will do his job. He will keep everything moving swimmingly. Bombard cannons just continue to take out production buildings. Try and take out some skirmishers as well. Artillery even coming in. So these will have even more range, I believe it is. 12 plus 0. Bombard cannons making quick work of everything here. We do have a bombard cannon out though for Weber now. Cav archers just getting healed up a little bit. 4 bombard cannons take a shot and take down some skirm numbers here. Oof. Cav archers running forward as well. Monks behind this to try to heal up. Ultimately, though, El Matador looks to be in full control of this game. Bombard cannon, skirm, not really what you want to see. Weber going to lose everything here, it looks like. The Cav archers just dive in. Villagers are going down. Military is going down. And this is looking very, very over at this point. He's just happily sitting under here with a bunch of Cav archers. GG, good luck next. El Matador takes the set. And it was rather convincing. GG's here. Turks, again, with the victory here. Congratulations to El Matador. Weber, thank you for coming along for the ride. You have made it quite far in the bracket. I hope you have enjoyed. GG's to Father I Crave the Beans. That's a spectacularly hilarious username. Guys, I'm going to update the bracket as soon as we say goodbye to Weber. This is your last warning. It's really your only warning. If you don't want any spoilers, exclamation point YouTube in the chat will take you to the YouTube channel. All these games are being uploaded on. But until then, say goodbye here. Then we'll look at the bracket.